Hey everyone, it's Julie the Whippy Chick here, and today I'm going to be doing a product review on the Lacis ball winder. So the box is not very interesting. It's all black and white, but I have to tell you, I was pretty excited when I saw it at my local yarn shop. I've wanted a ball winder for a long time because I hate having just half-empty skeins of yarn shoved into a shelf in the corner or in a box or stuffed in a drawer. It drives me crazy. I like things very tidy and organized. So when I tried to find one of these in the local stores, I had a hard time finding what I wanted. So I had tried to order one online, and the store that I tried to order from was out of stock. So when I saw this one, I asked the owner of this store what she thought of it, and she said it's the only one she's ever used. So I thought that was a pretty good recommendation considering she owns a yarn shop. She winds a lot of yarn. So I bought it. So let me show you what you find when you open the box. Now I've already opened the box, and I had a hard time putting this part back in the box, so it's not in there at the moment. But this is the main part of the ball winder. It also comes with the cone. And of course, the instructions. So, put that back in the box. So the ball winder itself, this is the handle that rotates it. This red knob here adjusts the, what would they call that? It's like a vice grip. The grip that holds it to the table. And this is the rod that threads your yarn through to keep it from getting terribly, terribly tangled. Okay. So to put it together is pretty simple. There are words embossed on the front that tell you how to tighten it and how to loosen it, but it's pretty simple, really. Just, put it over the top and twist it until it's tight. And then this piece, you just pull it out until you feel it pop a little bit. And attach it to the table, turn the knob to tighten it down. And that's it. That's all there is to the assembly. So pretty simple. So let's see. I've got some yarn here. Always have some yarn that could use some winding. I don't know if all of this will fit on the winder, but we'll try. I used about half of this skein up. So thread it through there. On the cone there are these two little notches, so you attach your yarn by just pushing it down into those notches. Hold on to the end of the yarn to give it a little bit of tension, and I start off rotating it fairly slowly till it really gets fastened nice and tight. And after that, you can pretty much go as fast as your arm can crank. It does wind up pretty fast, and it winds in a cake. So it's not a perfect round ball, which is exactly what I liked about it, because a cake you can stack. You can stack up a cake. You can't stack up balls of yarn. So I'll stop for a minute so you can see how it's winding so nicely into that pretty cake. And it's my favorite color. Yeah, I don't know if I said this before, but I did try it initially without holding it in my left hand, and it wound it just fine, but it was a lot looser than I wanted. I find that if I hold it with my left hand, it gives it a little bit more of a tension, so it winds it quite a bit tighter. And you can fit more yarn on your cake, and It'll stay nice and tidy. It'll stay neater longer. It won't unravel. Well, I'm coming almost to the end. I like to slow down towards the end because that's when yarn tends to get a little fiddly and tangly. Once I get close to the end, it's just a matter of tucking in the end. So at this point I take a hook and I just kind of find a little spot to pull that end up and under just to hold it in place. I don't want to tie it in a knot or anything. Actually, I'm going to do it one more time. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'm just kind of pulling that yarn up through there. And I'm just going to really leave it nice and loose so that I can find that later. Then you can keep your label, fold it and kind of roll it up a little bit. And from there, you just kind of lift this off and kind of keep track of that end because it's going to be a center pull. That way you can pull right from the center when you go to use this yarn. Pull your cake right over your label. And that's it. Beautiful, isn't it so pretty and tidy? And then you can stack them one right on top of the other. Okay, so another great way you can use the ball winder is if you have a project that you, for whatever reason, you decided you don't want to use anymore, you're gonna frog it. So this is something like that. This was someone else's project. I really don't know what it is. The person that gave it to me gifted me a box of yarn and old scraps and projects. But you know, I like the color. It's kind of a pretty gold and it might be nice in maybe a granny square project or a scrappy blanket. And I'm very thrifty. I try not to waste anything. So a great way that we can wind up this yarn is I'm going to pull it a little bit just so I have a little starting yarn here. I'm just going to leave it all right on the project. Put it on my ball winder, my new favorite toy, and let's give it a go. Isn't that so fun? It really doesn't take a lot to entertain me. It makes frogging fun. I heard that some people try to wind up their yarn using a hand mixer and toilet paper rolls. I heard it doesn't always go very well. I think this way goes pretty smoothly. I only teased that person a little bit when I heard that story. There's actually more yarn on here than I thought. It's really filling up this winder. Coming close to the end here, I better hold on a little tighter. Right down to the last chain. That is the fastest frogging I've ever done. Again, you just hold on to that end because that's going to be your start for when you choose to use this. And there's your cake, nice and neat. So there you go, the Lacis Ball Winder 2. I hope you enjoyed this product review. I do highly recommend it. I don't know if it's any better or any worse than any other ball winder because I've never had another one, but I'm really, really happy with it. And from here, I'm gonna take you in and show you all of the wool that I have wound. actually all of the yarn that I have wound in one day. Okay, so here we are in my yarn corner, and I wound all of this yarn in one day. And I didn't do it constantly. I did take breaks. I did go to the bathroom and eat and stuff.